All right, welcome to this explainer. Today, we are diving into something that's honestly truly fascinating. If you've ever felt like you're just constantly battling your own skin, especially when we're talking about underarm care and the struggle to find natural deodorants that actually work, you are definitely going to want to pay close attention to this one. We're exploring the Forever Zuri 30-day dermal reset protocol. And look, this isn't just some random list of products. It's a scientifically synchronized biological reset. It's literally designed to work in complete harmony with your body's natural epidermal cell turnover cycle. So, here is our roadmap for today. Number 1, reaching biological clarity. 2, the 2 unbreakable reset laws. 3, the 4-step protocol architecture. 4, navigating the 30-day curve. And finally, number 5, graduation to natural balance. Okay, let's jump right into section 1, reaching biological clarity and the hidden problem. I want you to just think about your own past experiences for a second here. Be honest, how many times have you tried a natural deodorant only to toss it in the trash a week later because it simply didn't work? You know the feeling? It left you feeling sticky, overly sweaty, or frankly, smelling worse than before you even took a shower. Well, you absolutely aren't alone. But here's the kicker. The failure usually isn't actually the natural product itself. It's the canvas you're applying it to. See, the hidden villain here is synthetic film buildup. Just look at that dark, thick layer. That right there is years, literally years, of corporate aluminum sticks and silicones acting like a plastic wrap, trapping old sweat and odor-causing bacteria right under the surface of your skin. If you go and smear a natural deodorant right on top of that mess, it can't penetrate. It's just going to sit there. So the ultimate goal of this 30-day reset is biological clarity. By washing away that historical buildup, we restore a breathable epidermis and a stabilized moisture barrier. And that is exactly how you secure genuine 48-hour freshness without suffocating your pores. Moving right along to section 2, 2 unbreakable reset laws, establishing the rules. Now, for this protocol to actually synchronize with your biology, you've got to follow 2 incredibly strict mandates. First up is the zero mixing rule. This means absolutely 0 outside products for the entire 30 days, no exceptions. Second is the post-shave rule, which means you have to wait 12 to 24 hours after any hair removal before applying the product. The why behind this is super important. If you cheat, say you get nervous and use a standard aluminum stick or a baking soda formula, or even just some cheap melt-and-pour soap during this month, you are immediately going to deposit a synthetic film that completely blocks the active minerals. You literally reset your biological progress all the way back to 0. And as for shaving or waxing, you're creating microscopic skin irritation. The active minerals in the Forever Zuri system require an intact, calm canvas. Waiting that 12 to 24 hours prevents that awful temporary stinging and lets your skin totally chill out before application. All right, section 3, 4-step protocol architecture, the arsenal. You really need to think of this protocol not as just a random assortment of jars and bars, but as interlocking biological gears. Every single formula acts as a specific gear driving your 30-day biological reset cycle forward. If one of these gears stops, the whole mechanism stalls out. So the architecture breaks down into 4 really precise steps. Step 1 is your daily base, the cleanse. Step 2 is a twice-weekly boost, the polish. Step 3 is applied as needed, nourish, for that crucial barrier support. And step 4 is your daily shield, defense. And the exact plant-based science powering those gears, it's pretty amazing. It breaks down into functional matrices. For your daily base, the cleanse uses a saponified wash. That just means oils transformed naturally into soap, utilizing coconut and olive oils alongside natural blue clay to perfectly balance your pH. Then, the polish relies on an organic sugar and Epsom salt matrix for mechanical exfoliation. The nourish step acts as a lipid replenisher, packing olive-infused oil and beeswax. And finally, the defense step, the active indigo deodorant, combines arrowroot powder to absorb moisture with an absolute powerhouse odor-trapping engine of magnesium hydroxide and zinc ricinoate. Seriously, it's a masterclass in functional formulation. But having the right ingredients is only half the battle, right? How you actually apply them is where the real magic happens. For step 1, the cleanse, you're targeting high sweat zones like the underarms. But here is the non-negotiable secret. You must let that lather sit on the skin for 30 full seconds before rinsing. This precise timing is absolutely mandatory. It gives the surfactants just enough time to completely break down and wash away that historical buildup we talked about without leaving any sort of plastic-like film behind. A quick splash in the shower just is not going to cut it here. And that exact same level of precision applies to step 4, defense. When you go to apply the Sapphire deodorant, your skin has to be 100% dry and cooled down from your shower. You press the stick firmly against your skin and just hold it there for 5 seconds. Why? Because you actually need your own body heat to melt the raw mango butter and beeswax. This highly structured application allows the active ingredients to bond directly to your skin's surface, literally trapping those volatile odor molecules the exact millisecond they hit your skin.
Next up, Section 4, Navigating the 30-Day Curve, the Hero's Journey.
So the reset happens in 3 very distinct phases. Days 1 to 14 are the transition phase. Days 14 to 30 are the balance phase. And day 30 and beyond, that marks graduation. Knowing exactly where you are on this timeline is critical for actually succeeding here. Okay, the 30-day homeostasis activation curve is arguably the most critical concept to grasp today. During weeks 1 and 2, that transition phase, you are going to see a massive spike in perceived wetness and odor. I am speaking directly to you right now. Do not panic. This is totally normal. That spike just means years of historical product buildup is finally washing out, and your skin is actually breathing normally for the first time in a long time. If you just push through to day 14, you enter the balance phase. In fact, this exact stabilization process is why a massive 85% of users saw dramatic visible skin changes during this protocol. They allowed the surface environment to fully stabilize, which makes natural freshness completely effortless by day 30. Which brings us to Section 5, Graduation to Natural Balance Ecosystem Integration. When you finally hit day 30, huge congratulations are in order. You have officially achieved dermal homeostasis. The training wheels come off because you've effectively cleared away all those synthetic barriers and truly healed the skin. You are now totally cleared to safely explore ForeverZuri's highly aromatic, clean fragrance lifestyle soaps, their vanity bars, and scented salves. Your skin is finally ready to accept these beautiful botanicals without reacting or trapping odors. You put in the work, and you built the foundation. And that pretty much wraps up our explainer. But I want to leave you with one final kind of provocative thought to chew on as you look at all the products sitting on your bathroom counter today. Is your current routine truly working with your biology, or is it fighting against it? The ForeverZuri protocol proves that when you stop trying to mask the problem and start actually synchronizing with your body's natural cellular cycles, some pretty incredible things happen. Thanks so much for joining me on this deep dive today, and I highly, highly encourage you to rethink your own daily rituals. Catch you next time.